Yeah, I just wanted to ask you again about your connection with Ty Freifogel in the first half. What did you see in the coverage and what made him particularly open for you guys today?
Right, like I said, the O-line, they blocked their tails off today. They gave me a lot of time in the pocket, and I was able to find those receivers. And the receivers made great plays. They got open, and they attacked the ball. And that's a strong emphasis. We like the whole starting fast and just making sure we execute our plays. And that's what we did in the first half. And then throughout the game, we finished. Todd Fry, he had a great game. That's something that we expect out of him. He shows us every day in practice. He works hard and he deserves it.
All right, Tom, and then we'll let John go again.
Michael, there was obviously a lot of aggressiveness to this game plan. You threw for 32 passes in the first half. Was that sort of the plan all week long, or did that just materialize based on what they were showing you as that game progressed in the first half?
Yeah, that was just Coach Sheridan just making great calls. We were just reading the defense, and he called what he felt was fit, and it was working. So we just continue to go what was working. The O-line was doing a great job. Just gave me time to be able to make those plays. So Coach Sheridan, it was just easy for him in the box to just go rip those plays out and just give it to us and without any hesitation.
All right, John, then Matt Weaver.
Your first two touchdown passes, they were both offsides penalties on Michigan, so it's like you kind of had free shots into the end zone. Are you aware that you have a free shot on both of those, and are you a little more aggressive just because it's free, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. I always peek to the sideline and make sure the flag is being thrown. And, just all coach say on those plays, just give your guy a chance. We got great receivers, and I just had to give them a chance, and you see what they can do with that opportunity. And they definitely took advantage of it, and they made big plays.
All right, Matt Weaver, and then Zach.
Hey, Mike, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Talk about the play of your O-line. I mean, a couple times you got some pressure, but for most of the day, you really had a clean pocket to throw from. And then late in the running game, kind of, when you guys needed to kind of bleed the clock, they took over and you got a big fourth down and then a touchdown on the fourth down. Just how big were they for you today?
Yeah, they were huge. That's just something that we emphasize this week in practice. Just talking to the O-line, make sure that they're doing the right jobs and just playing tough. They play tough football. They play very physical. And that's what we knew we had to do to be able to beat a team like this. And they came out and made sure that they took care of their jobs. And with the running game, I think we had like over 120. So, that definitely shows like our O-line against that defense, our O-line definitely played their tails off and they made sure that they got the job done.
All right, Zach, and then Sammy Jacobs.
It's kind of along those same lines, but not even just talking about this game. I know Coach Allen talked even in the last season about being a team that finished better, whether it was drives or in particular, once you're able to get into a lead, drives that take a lot of plays, take a long time. I think there was that drive off Jalen's interception was 29 yards, and I think he still used almost 4 minutes of clock. Just as a quarterback, what's your role in maybe not just moving the football, but when you get into a game like this where you've got a lead and you're kind of trying to basically control the game to the end, making sure that you're stretching drives out, converting third down, seeing what you're needing to see, I suppose.
I mean, you just said it, it's just controlling the game, managing the clock and just being smart with the time that we have up there. And our main emphasis was just telling the offensive line, just block extremely hard and telling our running backs to make sure we hold the ball and get a first down. And that's what we did. I feel like it's just something that we practice every day. Just making sure that we manage the clock right and make sure that we know what we're doing in certain situations and we take advantage of it.
All right, Sammy, then Rick Bozich.
Congratulations, Mike. I'm piggybacking off of John's question about the offsides. You guys drew them offsides a lot. Was there something in particular that you were doing that caused that, or was it just their over-aggression?
I feel like maybe it was their over-aggression. I don't know. They weren't disciplined in that area, but just Coach Sheridan just taking advantage of what they're giving us. Giving us those play calls, make sure that we're able to read the defense, just know it. Make sure we get into the perfect play, but the best play. And that's what we did today. Just taking advantage of those offsides. We turned two of them into touchdowns, so it's just great.
All right, Rick Bozich, and then Jeff Rabjohns.
Yeah, Michael, it's the first time Indiana's beaten Michigan since '87. First time they've ever beaten Penn State and Michigan in the same season. Do you have a sense of what you guys have accomplished so far, and what's your reaction to it?
Yeah, this is something that, we talked about in practice. This is something we expect, just based off of the work and just the hard work that the team puts in. This is something that we go out every day and practice. You know, we practice hard for moments like this, and I feel like, you know, just the guys took advantage of all our situation. We executed at a high level. You know, especially with a good team like that. You know, we have to make sure that we play great football, and that's what we did today. And it's just the beginning. You know, we still have a couple more games left, and we got to make sure that we continue with that.
All right, Jeffrey Abdians, and then Charlie Clifford.
Hey, Mike, I just wanted to follow up on that. What you guys are doing this year is truly historic from an IU football standpoint. Why do you think you guys as a group are able to do what you're doing and get wins that IU hasn't gotten in 30 plus years?
I feel like it's mainly just us playing as a team, you know, loving each other. LEO, our concept, you know, just everybody loving the next man and just trusting the person beside you, trusting that they're going to get their assignment done. You know, that's what it comes down to. Just making sure we're going out there protecting our brothers and just making game changer plays whenever they need to be made. You know, just simple execution on the offensive defensive side, also special teams. You know, that's just what wins football games. You know, we just got to play together. All units play together, and that's what we did.
All right, Charlie Clifford, and then Paul Gable, last one.
Mike, this is unique. That would have been a sellout today had we not been in a pandemic. What is it like, though, on campus? You're walking around as the quarterback of this team. What are you seeing? What are you feeling?
Yeah, if I were to be honest with you, I don't walk around campus that much because of the corona going on. So I don't really know the people off campus. They could probably answer that for you, but I can't answer. I'm never around campus that much. All our classes are online right now.
All right, Paul, last one.
Hey, Michael, another week where the defense comes up with takeaways. You see them every day in practice. What makes this unit extremely special?
That's just their big. That's one of their main emphasis. You know, to create takeaways, and that's what they do. You know, every day in practice, you know, we watch them ripping at the ball. You know, attacking the ball, the defensive backs. You know, that's just something that they work on every day in practice, and they're just executing it on the field. And like one person I want to talk about, Jalen Williams. You know, he works extremely hard. You know, I think it's his third interception this year already with 3 games. You know, he's been playing his tail off, and he does it every day in practice. And that's the same thing with the whole defense. You know, that's something that they emphasize every day, and that's something that offense on the other side. You know, when we're going against them, you know, we make sure that we protect the ball. So it's always back and forth, and it just shows in the game. You know, all the hard work that they put in practice.